The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They go play action here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Set! 319! 319! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Second down, here's Barkley, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
How fun will it be to watch Barkley and Elliott go at it twice a year? Here's first and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Leopard. Gone. 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 Gone.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll try to run forward Barkley. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Here we go. 1, 8. What do you think? Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Wait, think.
Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gun. Here we go, G. Here I come. Here we go, 47, 47. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Going right, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Gun. Here we go, 47. 26.
Second down, Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deontay Burnett, 76 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And New York set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Prescott steps away to his left. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now out come the Giants. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
Let's go! Blue line! Blue line!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it to Barkley on the check down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking to throw. Finding some room at midfield. It's caught. Beckham. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
All right, here we go.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, it's Barkley. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And they'll run it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Nifty footwork at the 45. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
It's coming now.
Prescott on first down. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So that throw good for 4. It's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. On play action, Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taco Charlton in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. throw here. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now Prescott going for the deep ball. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there in the final minute. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your